Hello, it's Whitney from EcoVeganGal.com and welcome back to another Eco Vegan Gal Uncensored. In this video, I'm going to be talking about reaching your highest potential and what's getting in your way. This is not necessarily going to be a how-to video or an advice video. Perhaps you will gain some inspiration and advice from this. I always think of these videos as kind of like a conversation, but it's like I say something, post the video, and then wait for your comments, and we have the conversation from there. So just keep that in mind. I want this to feel like maybe you're just listening to a friend talk, and then you're going to respond. Your responses are key to this video. So I want to know in your responses, what is getting in the way of you reaching your highest potential? And do you know what your highest potential is? This is something that I feel like we're asked. This is like a very common thing to hear, our whole lives. It's all about doing your best and being your best and the best that you can be and go for your dreams and all of that. That kind of American dream, especially. I know not all of you watching live in the United States, but as a U.S. citizen, I can definitely attest that that's a huge part of our culture. Although what's really interesting is that I find, at least in my experience, most people that I've met over the course of my life are not doing their highest potential. They're living, just to be completely honest, mediocre lives. And I'm not saying that from a judgmental standpoint. I'm saying that they're not reaching their highest potential. And a lot of people live out their entire lives without reaching their highest potential. But you are still alive. No matter how old you are right now, you still have time to reach your highest potential, and that is completely up to you. You decide what your highest potential is. So I'm asking here not only for you to just say the things that you've been saying your whole life about blah, 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 this or that. Really think about this. I just had this great conversation earlier today, and it just got me like powered up. It's like almost 3 a.m. here in California, and I feel like I'm just gonna go and go and go. Luckily, I think my schedule's clear tomorrow, so I can sleep in and just do as much as I want with my day. And this or my night, I should say, or this early morning. When I get this charged up, I just want to like do everything and like accomplish so much. For me personally, nighttime is when like I get this massive energy. I know that's a little bit of a tangent, but I want to say one thing. I meant to say tangent, not tangent. I've discovered, here's one thing. Here's actually a great point that actually ties us in. This isn't necessarily a tangent. Most of my life, I've recognized that I'm a night owl. I thrive at night, and most of my life, I would say, I felt guilty about that. I felt weird. I felt like, what is wrong with me? I'm not supposed to be like this. I've had many people say that it's unhealthy that I stay up so late. Still trying to figure that out. But honestly, I feel amazing at 3 a.m. I really do. And I feel amazing sleeping in till 11, 12, 1 p.m. That is helping me reach my highest potential because I want to live a life that allows me to thrive when I best thrive. And what's helped me really reach my highest potential is creating a life that allows me to work these hours. And that's been a huge part of me being just an entrepreneur, having my own website, these YouTube channels that I run, and all the work that I do has allowed me to live my highest potential, which happens to be really early in the morning / late at night, whatever your perspective is there. But that's kind of like a surface level of what I'm talking about here with reaching your highest potential. I really think that even the most intelligent, creative, professional, successful people out there still can benefit, still can get even better by tapping in to their roots. So it's really important to truly identify what's been holding you back, and that might be a whole collection of things. It might take you a while to discover, and everybody's going to have their different methods. So I not only want to know how or what you're finding is getting in the way, if you've discovered that yet, or what path are you going to take to figure it out? Maybe you haven't yet. How are you going to commit to that? That's another key thing here. I have found that a lot of people just allow themselves to be stuck. They allow themselves to not figure things out. They let things get in the way. And that's another weird thing that our society perpetuates, is that we kind of say, oh, it's all right, take your time, it's all about baby steps. It is and it isn't. I believe in baby steps. I think that takes off pressure. But when it comes to reaching your highest potential, you should have potential. You should have pressure. This is urgent, no matter how old you are. If you're young, middle-aged, older, maybe you're in your 90s and you just happen to be watching this YouTube video, you still have time. And the time is right now. The time is not next week. The time is not next month, next year. The time is not whenever it happens. It needs to happen right now. And that's why I'm so worked up, because I'm trying to figure it out for myself. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to really get to the core of my potential here. And I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work, but for me, typically it's about momentum. It's about getting excited. It's about getting passionate about things. And that's when I start to figure things out. That's what gets my cogwheels turning for me personally. For other people, it happens to work best when they're all alone. The person I was having this conversation with earlier was saying that being completely alone works best. So cutting everything out, the internet, like not going on social media, not reading anything online, literally not even turning on the phone, the computer, off. Maybe the phone for phone calls, but no emails, right? Just cutting it all off and kind of like getting into a meditative state for days. It's kind of like taking an internet cleanse, because oftentimes we're bombarded with the internet online and that can get in the way. Now for me personally, I actually really seem to get a lot from being on the internet. I've figured out how to filter out the things that don't suit me, serve me, and figured out how to only ingest, or mostly ingest, I should say, information that's helping me get my cogwheels turning, my creative juices flowing, right? And everybody's going to be a little bit different. One book I'm reading right now, which is really interesting, and I'm going to be doing another video on, is called Creative You. And this is all about using your personality type to thrive. So it goes into detail about your personality type and famous examples of that, and how you can use just who you are to thrive. So like I was saying at the beginning of this video, for me, it's staying up late. So what is it for you? I want to hear all the details. I think sometimes just writing these down and sharing them publicly, feeling brave enough to share them publicly, is going to help you commit to figuring out what you need to be doing. One of my hugest inspirations and online mentors is Marie Forleo. If you haven't checked her out, she's got an amazing business channel on YouTube. She's got a great newsletter and blog. She's just this goddess to me. And one of the things that's so inspiring is she always says at the end of every video that the world needs that special thing that only you can give. I don't think that's verbatim, but that's basically the idea behind it. And I think that's so important, is each of us has something to give the world. And coming back to that sense of urgency I was talking about, you need to do it right now. You can't wait. This isn't just about you. This is about the world needing you. And honestly, that's what helps me go. So whenever I get kind of stuck, I try to remember you, the person that's watching this individually. What would happen if I just stopped doing Eco Vegan Gal, stopped doing these videos? And I'm not saying that from a place of ego, but I'm saying that you specifically, those of you who watch, those of you who write me comments, send me emails and messages, you tell me that I'm helping inspire you from so many different angles. And every time I get one of those messages or comments, I feel like I'm giving something, and I can feel that in my heart. So that's what keeps me going, is knowing how what I'm doing is helping other people. And ultimately, I think everything that anybody does should come back to that root cause, right? What if somebody didn't do something and we completely missed out on it because that person didn't have the self-worth, they didn't value themselves, they didn't think they were important enough, right? We stop ourselves, or many people I should say, stop themselves from doing things, myself included, because sometimes we think we're just not good enough at it. But everybody is good at something, and everybody has their unique way and their unique skills, their unique talents, their unique message. Even if it sounds similar to other people, the way that each of us say things is going to impact somebody else differently. Think about it, your friends and family. You know, you're going to have a different impact on them than somebody else that they know. And this is true with what we do in all aspects of our lives. And I just want to encourage all of you, and I guess this did kind of turn into like an advice video. I didn't know if it would or not, but this is a perfect case, right? Sometimes just saying things helps us recognize how we're really feeling. Just saying it out loud, and for you it might be typing it. You could do a video response, you can send me a private message or an email. However it is to help you get out those feelings makes a huge difference. And on that note, while I'm saying this, I'm realizing that somebody, if you like this video, somebody I really encourage you to check out is my friend Kelly Bennett. She has a website, kellybennett.net, which I'll link to down below. And she has a great series of videos for business and for manifestation, which really helps people connect with themselves and visualize what they really want. If what I've been talking about resonates with you, I highly recommend that you check her out, because this is what she talks about on a regular professional basis. And if you're looking for a way to figure out who you are and what you have to offer in the world, no matter where you are, whatever stage you are in your life, in your career, just do it right now. Go check her out. Go sign up for one of her courses if you want. Go find someone similar to her. There's a lot of people out there that are doing this work. Marie Forleo is another example. But it's just that urgency. So go do it right now. Tell me about it. I love hearing from you. Bring up that energy, that vibration, and commit to yourself to show the world who you are and give the world that special gift that you were meant to give. And I can't wait to hear about it. Whew, it felt good to do this video. Yes. I love that feeling when like you have something building up inside and you release it and you're like, that felt so good. It sounds a little sexual, but I didn't really mean it to. But, you know, it's a whole other story. This is why I call this channel Eco Vegan Gal Uncensored. Anyways, thank you so much as always for watching. Obviously, I love hearing from you. You guys make everything that I do worthwhile. You're the reason I do what I do. And I can't wait to read everything that you have to say. And again, video comments. If you've been nervous about doing a video, now is the time to get up that courage. Do a video response here. Be brave, be bold, do something different. Video responses are the best, and you guys don't do them often enough. I want to see more of them. I want to see your faces and hear your voices. Some of you have even gotten creative and like been off camera if you're too camera shy, but just hearing your voice is really amazing too. So I definitely encourage video responses in addition to comments. All right. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching and letting me express all of these emotions and excitement that I've been experiencing tonight. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.